Hi y'all, it's Monique, your intimacy and embodiment coach, guide, and teacher. And this week I'm very excited to share that I was a guest on the True Creator podcast, which was released Tuesday, January 28th, 2020. And we were talking all about the power of embodiment. So this podcast, the True Creator podcast, is hosted by my dear friend, Allison Holley, who is also my co-teacher in Erotic Emergence. And we really dove into what embodiment is, my story of how I got to this space of working and teaching and coaching about sexuality and sensuality. And, we touched on growing up Catholic and how much religion influences our relationship to sex and our relationship to our body. We talk about my journey with addiction and my own Kundalini awakening. And Allison actually had her experience with a Kundalini awakening as well. So we go into that and, we talk a lot about why this work is so important. And she asked me a question that I really felt I needed to share with my audience as well and with you all. And that is, what is my passion right now? And what brings me into this work, especially in 2020? And the first thing that came to mind was empowerment. I want to empower you to connect, to awaken, and to really feel in your body so you can express your sexuality and your sensuality. And you can feel pleasure without the shame and the guilt and the insecurities and, wake it all up. That is my passion. That is what I'm here to do and to teach about and to coach you about. So it lights up my desire to continue working in this realm, even though it's a little taboo still, and even though it's shifting, and I want to be a part of that that conversation, and really to shift sex education and what that is, and kind of give a new one, because I don't think what we've learned is sufficient and does not encompass the whole picture. And my background is health education. And what I realized is I had such a drive to see the body as a whole body that included the physical, the mental, the emotional, the energetic. But what I consistently ran into was the fact that, sexuality wasn't talked about. We didn't dive into it in a lot of the holistic trainings. And we need to. It is huge. It is foundational in order to feel alive and to experience pleasure and to be sensual, So all of those things we discuss in the podcast. So check it out. Again, it's called the True Creator Podcast. Find it iTunes, Spotify, anywhere that you listen to your podcasts. And I would just love to hear from you as well. What lights your fire? What are you hoping to have in 2020 in regards to your sensual self or your body and the relationship to your body? So email me, let me know on Instagram, let me know on Facebook, however you feel like you want to share. I would love to hear how you are coming into 2020 and empowering yourself. And if there's anything that you want to know or any way I can support you, also let me know that. All right, y'all, it's been such a great week, and I'm so excited to share that podcast with you. And until next week, have a great time in your body and exploring. All right, take care. Much love.